Why you need to start sacrificing in order for you to fulfill your purpose. Sacrificing has to be the meant criteria, has to be a thing that you had to consider and a thing that's gonna make the decisions much more beneficial for you. Because at the end of the day, if you're not really sacrificing anything, bro, you're basically just letting the goal not be fulfilled as it is. Because if you're not putting sacrifices into the goals or the dream that you want to have, it's basically saying that, okay, I'm gonna go on this pathway and I'm not gonna take the route. I'm not gonna take the easy route. And there's no such thing as an easy route, right? All these people that you see around here in the platform, all these people that you see all succeeding from, they didn't do it just because, it was gonna be easy. It was gonna be hard, bro. And eventually, the person that you are right now, the reason why you're not even successful is because obviously you need to do changes, of course, right? So sacrifice has to come to a thing of accepting and just the idea of walking away. Accept the fact that you have to sacrifice some memories, you have to sacrifice some experiences, some satisfaction out of you, right? And sacrifice is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because now you can start, implementing on the dream work that you want to do, and you can just input it into everything, right? But when it comes into walking away, it's much more different now because once you walk away from your problems, once you walk away from the things that could affect you and your pathway, now you can overchange that and you never had to worry about ever like, being held off, being hostage, being in a hesitation state of mind where, you know, I don't know if this is a good route for me. I don't know if this is a good route for me. I don't know if me spending this much money on this is gonna help me. And so whenever you sacrifice things, let's say for example you sacrifice one thing. Now for the continuous things that you're gonna keep sacrificing for, it's gonna be a much more easier thing. You're not gonna be hesitant no more. You're gonna be much more free, open minded, right? You're gonna be much more freely. You're gonna think by yourself. Cause I feel like when it comes to sacrificing, a lot of people around you would tell you not to do it because they think it's something big. A lot of people have a different perspective on it, but I feel like when it comes to people at giving you advice to make sacrifices and things, I mean, if those people are not even the person that you want to be in the future, why are you even taking advice from them, right? Why are you even taking hints? Why are you taking their signals? Why are you listening to them if they never really made it, right? So you also gotta come to a sense where, okay, I gotta listen to the people who actually, succeed from what I want to do. Because if you don't, then at the end of the day, you just basically wasting time and you inputting the time into the wrong people. That's basically what I'm trying to say, right? So the walking away part, right? The walking away also contributes to sacrifice because walking away dictates if you're gonna take this, if you're gonna be self-disciplined, if your body, if yourself, your mind is in a good state, right? Because every time someone's in their purpose, there's always gonna be females, there's always gonna be people, there's always gonna be things around us, distractions, because that's basically what it is now, right? It's just this thing where, we see, we have been programmed to see women as distractions now, right? We tend to hang out with the wrong people. We tend to buy the wrong things that don't even do anything for us, right? So when it comes to the power of walking away, you have to realize that every single one of those criterias or anything that makes you distracted, walk away from them. Don't look back. Just walk away. Walk away. Never look back. Because if you look back, you're going to get back to a loop. And so, one good example of why you shouldn't go back or look back is because think about it like this. Once you walk away, once you distance yourself from some people, they're going to try to bring you back. Hey, bro, come over here. Come over here. I miss the times we used to do. I miss the things that we used to do, man. Come back, come back. And when it comes to that, bro, like you have to realize that you have your own open will. You have to open yourself. You have to be in a free. You have to be freedom, bro. You have to be affected by your own sense of thoughts, because if you're listening to your homeboys and you know it's not a good deal, so basically, once you already have the mindset of, okay, I know if I hang out with this person, he's not gonna contribute to anything. So why am I talking to them? That's the power of self-awareness. So the more self-aware you are, the more the power of walking away, the more when it comes to sacrificing those experiences with your friends, with your best friends, they're not gonna come handy no more because now you're self-aware. Your awareness is gonna help you in type of situations like those, and you never have to worry about focusing on the wrong people, right? So, when I mean like sacrifice could be anything, honestly. It doesn't really have to be like, oh, I need to sacrifice time, I need to sacrifice going out. I mean, if you can at least balance some time out, it's okay. It's okay. But what I mean by like you looping back into your bed, into the same habits that the people you've distanced yourself from, you're gonna go back to them because the more you hang out with them, the more you're gonna go back to your old self, and you don't want that, right? You don't want to go to your back self. You wanna keep being consistently being a person that you want to be because you can't be inconsistent, man. That's just like the chemistry is not there. You're going in the right path, but now it's a turn. There's a turn that you're going back to who you were, and it doesn't make sense at all. Honestly, how I see it, me, I already cut off all the people who aren't even like align with my purpose. I'm gonna be with the people who are gonna help me. I'm gonna spend time to people who already made it. I'm gonna listen to them because they're the ones who actually know how the process goes, right? So I'll be honest. There'll be some times where you might have a feeling of, oh, it's because I really love my friends. I mean, I grew up with them. I grew up with them ever since we were kids. Experiences are just a false illusion. Experiences and memories are just thoughts that are holding in your head because that's basically what your mind subconsciously has stayed on, right? Because that's the moment where you appreciate. That's the moment that you love, right? But you have to realize like this: we live in the present moment. Whatever happened in the past, whatever happened in the future, whatever happens last year or yesterday, it was in the past and it doesn't matter. We can't control what it happened, right? So what I'm trying to say is that don't try to hold yourself to experiences back then because you don't want to change to right now. You want to hold to the same person that you were back then. And if you're talking about since y'all were kids, bro, I mean, bro, we already grown, bro. Like you have different things in life. Like stop holding up to that position when you were a kid. But it's not wrong feeling like an inner child. But what I'm trying to say is that don't hold yourself down for that position only. It doesn't make sense. If you want to evolve and become the person that you want to be, become that person. Don't be hesitant. Become that person because if nobody else is gonna tell you, if none of your friends are gonna tell you to do this and do that, bro, you should do this. Why? Why are you even talking to them? Right? Why are you even talking to them? So what I mean by power of walking away also is like the power of walking away to certain options, right? Let's say for example you're studying on your business, but then your friend asks you, "Hey, bro, let's go to the club. Let's do this. Let's go drink. Let's smoke." If you have that self-awareness decision mind where, okay, if I go with my friends, I'm gonna miss out in 3 hours of my business that I could work on. 3 hours. But if I stay here, I'm gonna spend 3 hours and invest my time into the business, and I'm never gonna go worry about it ever again, right? I'm never gonna have to worry about me doing this later on, and so, or just getting closer to my goal. But let's say, for example, you go with your friend, right? You automatically are gonna be distracted. You're gonna be saying stuff that you shouldn't be saying. You're gonna be acting a different personality. You're gonna be multitasking. You're gonna go back to your old habits and you're not becoming the person that you wanna be, basically. But if you actually stay in that business and actually work in the process, let's say for example you find a new thing, right? You find a new thing to make your work much more efficient. You find a new thing to make your craft more easier. Now you overcome a lot of people. Now your competition is like really low because now you're feeding off from all this information, and now you're better, bro. Now you're better. Like if you put 3 hours into your craft, and and instead you went to go to your friend's house, bro, you're not disciplined. And if your mindset is not like, wow, like I'm really just here like drinking with my friends now, right? And wow, I mean, I really miss like hours of me working on my craft. Exactly, exactly. Your mind is literally giving you signals that, bro, you need to work, bro, you need to stay on plan. bro, you need to stay with the structure. So that's the power of sacrifice, and that's the power of walking away. Walk away from your bad choices. Sacrifice your friends. I mean, not sacrifice your friends, but sacrifice the time and the experiences with your friends. Don't mean that just cut them off. I mean, you can be cool with them, but be distant. Being as distant where it's like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna hang out with you as much. I'm not gonna see each other. Like, just be comfort. Just like tell him real. Just be real, man. It's your friend, and if he doesn't agree, then why are you even talking to him, right? Yeah, man. But it's been Fredo Saga. Look into my dimension expansion. Let's leave the portal with some new game and let's input into the world. Let's get it.